Hello, fellow warriors. Welcome back to FanZcene. Greg here, and today I have for you, Ghoulies are coming back to get you in the end. Who here doesn't love the Ghoulies? I love the Ghoulies, and as a fan of the Ghoulies and 80s horror and stuff like that, and with here on the channel, I'm trying to branch out a little more and cover some horror news along with the physical media and independent film and all, and 80s, 90s, VHS. That's what I like to do here. And I just recently saw this story from bloodydisgusting.com, which I'll pop up here real quick for you guys. It says, Ghoulies, original creators planning a new trilogy for a new generation. That worries me a little bit, but I'm intrigued about the original creators coming on. Now I know Charles Band, Empire Films, Pictures or whatever was the main part of Ghoulies, and he was part of it. He wasn't the writer or director of the first one, but he was executive producer. So it feels weird to not have Charles Band back on board. But let's go into this story by John Squires. There's the Ghoulies. I love the Ghoulies. There's little creature feature monster movies, Ghoulies, Munchies, Critters, Gremlins, The Gate. Man, those movies rocked. You just can't top those movies in the 80s. So this intrigues me and worries me at the same time. It starts off here. It says, Empire Pictures' lovable cult classic creature feature Ghoulies went on to spawn a 4-movie franchise that ended with 1994's Ghoulies 4. That means we haven't seen or heard from the franchise in almost 30 years, but the original creators are now determined to bring the tiny rubber monsters back to life, and it seems they've reclaimed the rights to be able to do so, because this is awesome. I'm glad hearing this, because yes, Charles Band, who executive produced the first 2 Ghoulies movies and stuff, he eventually sold off, and the Empire Pictures went out and everything, and then he became Full Moon. So he didn't have the rights, but he didn't write and direct the first one, like I said. So this is interesting. It says director co-writer Luca Berkovica. I'm sorry, I probably mispronounced his name. I'll just call him Luca. Apologize, Luca. And producer co-writer Jeffrey Levy have reclaimed the domestic rights to the 1984 cult classic film. A press release has informed us. So that means they have the U.S. domestic rights for this. This is pretty intriguing here. It says the plan, they want to develop a new film trilogy for a new generation. Now, see, I'm excited to see the Ghoulies back, and I don't want to see CGI. Please, God, do not CGI the Ghoulies. And the new generation, yes, I want to introduce a new generation to the Ghoulies, but I also want to do it through the original Ghoulies, and then maybe with the new one. It's a whole thing, but it's also at the same time, I'm kind of interested to see new Ghoulies movies, but we'll have to see. We'll have to see, because in today's day and age, we talk about modern entertainment today, but with the original writer directors on board, they should know the characters very well and what people like, what they don't like, hopefully. So we'll see how that plays out. It continues with, we've been told that the two of the scripts are already complete. Oh, that's right. With the third one halfway complete at the time of this article being published. Oh, that's awesome. We are shopping it now and hoping to film in late summer, early fall. Writer-director Theo Lemasters tells Bloody Disgusting. Now, see, writer-producer Theo Lemester. That's not Luca Berkovica and Jeffrey Levy. That's somebody different. So I don't know anything about Theo Lemesters. That's what worries me. I thought maybe that gives me a little pause, but I'm still interested. It says, the press release explains, drawing upon their unmatched expertise and unwavering passion, Levy, Berkofia and Theo Lemasters are set to unveil a series of projects that will keep audiences wallowing in filthy horror fun for many years to come. I love that, filthy horror fun. I love that. The team is expanding the Ghoulies universe beyond the silver screen with a book series that will plunge readers into the darkest depths of the Ghoulies universe, which I like that, because that can sort of help acclimate you back into the Ghoulies world through some books and stuff like that. But I would hope the ultimate goal is to not franchise it out too much, but to make it a little more of a presence for Ghoulies fans and be respectful. I really hope it's respectful. That's my main goal. And to anybody that's part of this Ghoulies thing, Theo, Levy, Luca, I reach out to you if you guys ever see this video. I don't know if you ever will, but I will reach out to you. I would love for you guys to come on the channel and talk about it. That's something I love to do here, is bring on directors and writers and stuff to talk about their projects, like with Rednecks vs. Aliens and Brooks Davis and Full Moon. So I would love to talk to you guys about Ghoulies if you guys see this or hear this, I would love to talk to you guys about what you have planned for Ghoulies. And the article continues. It says, fans can look forward to bringing home a piece of the Ghoulies universe with an exclusive line of figures, apparel, and collectibles for every devotee of the delightfully demonic Ghoulies. That's cool. I mean, at least they're branching out into more, I mean, in today's day and age, it's all about the marketing. What Spaceball says, Spaceballs, it's all about the marketing. From what we gather, Bukovica and Levy were able to reclaim the rights to the original Ghoulies thanks to the same copyright law termination provision that allowed original Friday the 13th screenwriter Victor Miller to make his way back into the franchise he helped create. So that's how they got a hold of it. It's the like Friday the 13th loophole type thing. Well, it's not a loophole thing, but it's like that is interesting. At least the original creators are in these situations are getting some of the projects back. So that bodes well. I like the fact that original creators are involved because at least they know about the character. Now who they get to help them, that's what worries me. Under the Copyright Act of 1976, authors may recapture rights from publishers after waiting a prescribed period, usually 35 years, which is a long time, and sending a notice within a 5-year window. The Ghoulies, they will always get you in the end. And of course, Ghoulies is now available on 4K from MVD Rewind. And I've actually heard the 4K is really, really great. I haven't got the 4K yet. I do have this Umbrella Blu-ray that features Ghoulies 1 and 2, which I do highly recommend. This has got some great special features on this. It even's got TV cuts of the film, which are fun, especially with the commercials still in them. I always was partial to Ghoulies 2. I always thought Ghoulies 2 was a little bit better than Ghoulies 1, but Ghoulies 1 is fun. But I do recommend this one. But I've also heard really, really great things about the 4K of Ghoulies from MVD. And MVD also put out Ghoulies 2 on Blu-ray, which they were unable to, something about the negative or something, they couldn't do the 4K. Personally, I would like Ghoulies 3 and 4 on a really nice Blu-ray here in the States. I know they've been released, I believe, in Germany and stuff like that on Blu-ray, but there are no real good Blu-rays of Ghoulies 3 and 4 here in the States. And I know with Ghoulies 4, Jim Wynorski directed, so there's a lot of boobs in that one. But what do you guys think about this? I'm interested. I can say that much. That seems like my big thing is here. Like I'm saying stuff like I'm hearing news about like Scream and Ghoulies and Halloween, and I can say I'm interested, but Halloween I'm not so interested in the TV series. I don't know, but I love the Ghoulies. I love these little creature features. I'm a huge Rubber Monster fan. Like I said, Munchies, Ghoulies, Critters, Gremlins. Those movies growing up, I absolutely love those movies. And if I can get the Ghoulies back and some really awesome Ghoulies movies, a trilogy, I would love Charles Band to be involved in some way. That would be awesome. But at least the original writer and directors are involved. But I'm worried about who they got helping them for the new generation. But in the end, the Ghoulies, but in the end, what do you guys think? Do you guys think this could be interesting? Do you guys think the new Ghoulies trilogy and all this merchandising will be something that will get fans to come back and some cool Ghoulies movies? Let me know what you guys think about this in the comment section down below. And also, like I said, to Levy, to Luca, to Tom, all of them that's a part of this. If you guys see this or if anybody knows them, please, I would love to interview and talk to you guys about the Ghoulies and spread the word about Ghoulies and see what you guys have planned. Maybe that would help us learn a little more about what is planned. I would love to. That's something I love to do here on my channel. But like I said, leave me some comments in the comment section down below. And if you liked what you saw here, maybe consider hitting that like button or subscribing and hitting that bell for notifications. That would be awesome if I earned your guys' subscriptions, or possibly share the video out for everybody to see, or join and become a channel member, because that would help out my channel immensely. Thank you and shout out to all my channel members. I appreciate each and every one of you guys. Thank you all for being channel members here and for all of your support. And to everybody watching, whether you liked me, hated me, or liked this video or hated this video, I thank you for sticking this long. Wherever you all are, please have a great, safe, happy, healthy day, morning, afternoon, evening, and night. Always support physical media. It truly is the superior format. Godspeed.